on running the wing.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham in Detroit. That was
Like
the perk of not having a superstar on the roster and having a bunch of young guys and you guys taking your lumps early, but you learning how to play and continuing to get better. Put some respect on Jaylen Brown.
respect or spec or respect. And I mean, you saw from the beginning of the season when we were talking about, okay, Jason Kidd has him out there running point.
Yes.
And we were like, well, shoot, it's tough, but in the long run, he'd be better for it. And even though it was short lived, I bet he saw the game differently. And it
Absolutely.
probably made him adjust to the speed of it
Faster.
quicker than he would have,
Absolutely.
just running the wing. All right, man. Running the wing in the building again. It's your boy DP.
And it's your boy KP.
Man, NBA trade deadline was today, or ended, has passed, and there was some moving and shaking, not just today, but over the past week or so, I would say. Really started cooking up in the past few days. But man, I'm gonna start with what kind of caught me by surprise, I would say. And
Wait, hold on. Before you say that, I want to say one thing. What is this petty beef that the NBA and the NFL seem like they have right now when it comes to the trades and the deadline being right next to the Super Bowl and the NBA trying to upstage the NFL with the craziness that's happened in the last couple of years?
I mean, when would you suggest that they change the deadline to?
I'm just I
If
don't
they
know.
push it back, then it's All-Star. It's getting close to All-Star break.
These last 2 years has kind of gotten wild. That's all.
Why? How so?
Well, I want you to go with your first trade because I know where you're about to go, and I think that that's kind of wild.
What is wild about it, though?
Well, first announce your trade because I want the listeners to know who we're talking about it before I go in. I don't want to sound like I'm a sidekick.
Oh, okay, I was talking about Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that, so I'm not a sidekick.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't talking about that one.
You said what?
I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about someone with the name Jay.
Yeah, James Harden is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
James Harden and Darius Garland, and what I thought was not odd or strange, but you mentioned a Garland trade before, but it wasn't for James Harden. You were saying a straight up swap for Garland and Ja Morant.
Yes.
Which, I mean, we'll talk about Ja Morant not even being moved, before the deadline passed. So that's another story in itself. But Harden being traded for Garland and I believe a second round pick.
Yes.
Yeah. So
was that Winston Garland that's in the Clipper uniform? That wasn't Winston, was it?
Well, and this is the first trade that the Clippers made, so I'll talk about this one first and then go into the other one. But at this point, it's just this is full on. We enter in rebuild mode. That's what all this indicates, right? And you trade Harden for Garland, and there's a couple shorts we have up on this. It's my thought that Harden will do more for Cleveland than Garland will do for the Clippers. Can I finish?
Yeah.
Initially.
Yeah.
because you would expect that Garland being younger from
Uh-huh.
this point forward is going to have a longer career from this point forward than Harden will. But let's say the Cavs end up going to, making a championship run or something like that. It's kind of open in the East right now.
Yes.
If they get there, at least get to the finals, I don't see the Clippers getting there no time soon. So let me say that. Who will you say won the trade in that case?
In that case, I will say that the in the short term, I would say Cleveland won the trade. Um, but I mean, I'm looking at it from a couple different angles, right? Cleveland, they traded Garland, but they also traded their wing, and his name is escaping me, DeAndre Hunter. That's
Yeah.
and
They traded Hunter first. He
yeah,
went
they
to
did.
Sacramento.
Yes, and they bought in Schroeder
Mm-hmm.
and what Keon Ellis or
Yeah.
the point guard. So you bring in 2 point guards, then you bring in Harden, another point guard. I'm a little confused in that regards, and that's why I say I don't know how much of an impact Harden will have versus a healthy Darius Garland in LA because of
KP, stop. You
I'm
mean to
saying,
tell me that you don't think Harden is gonna play because there's multiple guards?
I'm
So
saying
because they got Schroeder and Ellis, Harden's not gonna get no time.
no, this is what I'm no. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying I think that Harden may play 25 minutes. He may not be playing 30 to 35 minutes. They may be saving him, for the playoffs and a playoff push. But even at that, I think, yeah, he doesn't have to play the lion's share of the minutes.
Okay, and what is your point though? If he don't have to play the lion's share of the minutes, okay, great. In 25 minutes, if he's still efficient, effective, and they make a playoff push.
He's still going to be efficient, effective, but I'm just talking about a head to head from a statistical standpoint. I don't know if his stats.
Now, that's something else, man.
Okay,
Now you comparing stats.
right.
That's something else, and you know it. You a basketball mind, you a basketball head, and comparing stats is a different type of conversation. You could have meaningless points down the stretch of a game that what does that mean? Garbage time versus 25 minutes because let's say this, the Clippers are going to be in a lot of garbage time.
Absolutely.
Okay, cuz they going nowhere fast. So all those stats that are compiled and all those L's they getting ready to take, does that mean more than an effective 25 minutes that contributes to a dub? I'll take the 25 in the W.
Garland, get your money, young man.
Hey, and I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying this. And by the way, anybody who jumps in on this and is just watching us have a conversation about it and listening to us have a conversation about it, you're a Lakers fan. I'm a Clippers fan.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my perspective as a Clippers fan. The Clippers have mismanaged a lot of decisions.
Walk us through it, man. Please.
I mean, well, you can go back to just picking up the best two-way players at that time that folks thought when you were getting Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And specifically what you had to give up to get Paul George. Because Kawhi Leonard was a free agent at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
the one in Toronto.
Right. And it remains to be seen exactly what they gave Kawhi Leonard, and as they refer to Uncle Dennis with all of this, aspiration stuff allegedly that's going on in the atmosphere.
Pablo, what we uncovered.
Hey, Pablo Torre is the boogeyman, so
Where did we uncover Pablo?
Hey, Pablo Torre got the full court press on the Clippers right now, and they can't get past half court. So
He giving niggas the E Honda hand.
Man, yeah. One man guarding the whole starting five. Yeah, no, it it has set the franchise back years, at least as you look at this, because you'll say, well, damn, was it a successful
tenure.
yeah, was it a successful run with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard?
No.
Okay.
And I wish people would tune in to some of the stuff you were saying pre-pandemic when you were calling Tatum and Brown the young version of what Paul George and Kawhi Leonard could be. And it's like, man, like they ain't proven it yet. And now we look fast forward.
And
It's like
it would be Tatum and Brown are who Paul George and Kawhi Leonard would hope to be as a combination, because
yeah,
Kawhi Leonard has had some success outside of the Clippers organization, which would also you if you talk about that point, is it really a big deal for him to win for the Clippers, or is it just let me get my bread? I'm already accomplished. I've already got titles and finals MVP and all of this other stuff.
it's not for him. But
Okay.
I mean, the interest when he first went to the Clippers after, winning in San Antonio, and people saying, you're a system player. You only won because of the system. You're not really like that. Then he gets out of San Antonio. He goes to Toronto, wins in his first year in his only year in Toronto after they couldn't get over the hump and they had to get rid of, DeMar DeRozan. He comes in, they win. He could have went to the Lakers as a free agent, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When he made the decision to go to the Clippers, the first thing that I thought about was Kawhi Leonard may really be trying to be put in that GOAT conversation.
Uh,
And if he brings a title to the Clippers after bringing a title to Toronto, you got to start looking at him as a top 10 player in NBA history. This is
if
what I'm thinking.
and I wouldn't really argue
Yeah,
against that, just given the lack of success when we're talking about playoff runs and championships that the Clippers have had.
exactly. So this is what I was thinking. I'm like, he's going for GOAT status because he could have teamed up with LeBron and ran the table, but he chose not to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was the initial thought, and now it's now you look at it like he doesn't have to win. He don't have to win another game, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I think so. I think that's true.
He's got two
Um,
Finals MVPs. I think he's got what, 3 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, 3 championships. Yeah,
yeah, I'm not going to argue against that. And then, but if you look at um Paul George,
you
I
have to do
mean,
some
is
work.
yeah, but is it matter of you want to win the championship? And I don't know him. We don't know these guys personally, so these are just our opinions and
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
But it's just like, Paul George, are you still hunting for the championship?
I think that
Is James Harden hunting for the
I
championship?
think James is.
Okay.
Let me say that I think James is because it seems like when the Titanic is sinking, James Harden finds a way to find a life raft
Yeah. Yeah.
and go somewhere else.
L Bracket Productions in the building. He said Clippers nuke the franchise. They know they're about to become a graveyard after fines and jail time coming. And I mean, we talked a little earlier about the, Pablo Torre, the boogeyman for the Clippers,
Yeah.
putting the full court press on them. And I know they dealing with the off the court stuff, and that may be true. What I was saying in that regard, L Bracket is if it's full on, and we gonna get to the other trade that happened. I know it looks like KP just got disconnected, but we'll get to the other trade
I'm here. I'm here.
that happened as well with trading Big Zoo.
Yeah.
So if you're in the full on, let's nuke the franchise, let's move on, rebuild and all of that kind of stuff. Trade Kawhi Leonard. Why not? Why is there such an attachment to Kawhi Leonard? They are not gonna win a championship or nothing like that. If that is the ultimate goal, it's not happening with Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard knows where the skeletons are buried.
Okay.
We
Okay.
can't that, and I think the NBA is like, hell no. You gonna wait till these sanctions come out, and we gonna put these sanctions on you before you try to get rid of that man.
Right. And so L Bracket is saying they still owe him money. Yeah. But you can trade him. You can trade him and figure that out. Ballmer, I'm sure, is a savvy businessman. you know, he
I
can
know
figure out.
yeah, he's savvy. We thought he was a little savvier and slicker.
Okay, well, Pablo Torre may have you know, a disagreement with that or an objection in that regard. But man, point being, they have an attachment to Kawhi Leonard that just it seems to have blinded them in terms of what they should be doing with other players and setting things up and all of that. Like trading Big Zubac is, and I said in the short, he's the kind of player that you want when you're trying to build a championship squad. KP, as a Laker fan, I will ask you, do you think the Lakers have any regrets on letting Zubac go?
Absolutely. They, the Clippers, put the machine, the that you put the dollar in and you use the joystick
The
to grab
claw?
the prize. Yeah.
Yeah.
To grab the prize. Yeah. Zubac was the gold chain inside the 14 karat gold chain that that the Clippers came up on for $5.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He wasn't the one that had the tape at the bottom that even if you start trying to
Yeah,
get, you wouldn't go get it anyway.
oh man, they got it. They like, wait.
Yeah.
How much you put in that machine? You put $5 in. Man, that chain is valued at
Yeah.
$50,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
But they didn't even know it. They didn't even give it a chance to develop with him.
You talking about the Lakers?
Yes, the
Yeah,
Lakers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he moves on. You see what kind of player he's developed into: defender, rebounder,
Yeah.
scorer.
I mean, yeah,
As a big, like he can do whatever you need
efficient.
from a big.
Efficient.
And he can pass too.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some times where there's some, you know,
that's what.
sporadic bad decision making and stuff like that, but
I mean, it's so it is crazy. Yeah, he got traded. He didn't have to move out his apartment. He he kept his same resident. Like, oh man, okay, I'm just
yeah, just change your jersey.
yeah. Instead of
showed
driving,
up, showed up at the Clippers practice in a Laker jersey, huh?
matter of fact, he was still driving to the same facilities to play.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Um,
Shout out to Scotty Boy in the building. He said the LA strippers are clowns. Ah.
yeah, but Zoob became It seemed like Zoob became expendable when they got your boy, the twin.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, when they
Mm,
got it, man.
if that's the mindset, that's completely wrong.
Why do they need two big slow guys? Like, because they're like Zubac isn't gonna win a sprint, and
No.
Brooke Lopez might be the only person that is comparable to him in foot speed at that.
Yeah, but Brooke Lopez doesn't even play the same type of style that Zubac plays.
He
Like
doesn't just pick and
he
pop.
Yeah. So I mean, but that in my mind wouldn't make the acquisition of him doesn't make Zubac expendable because they're not even giving you the same type of thing.
If you
There's
want,
no player that you have on the roster still that's going to replace the production of Big Zoo.
if
He's gone. The production is gone.
if you want a big that's gonna space the floor to where you're running more of a 5 out than it does, if that's the direction that you're trying to go into.
There is what is the direction? I don't think there's a
Uh,
clear direction. You just have you listen on the bright side. If you're looking at younger guys like Ty Washington will get an opportunity to play a little bit more. Maybe you see him develop
yeah,
and kind of become a mainstay. But even now, even if you would call him a mainstay, this is like a transitional period for them. I think they're getting into um a zone or a mode where they don't even expect to win.
and that's terrible.
But I
That's
mean,
terrible. That's terrible. It's terrible to be a veteran in an organization like that.
yeah, but which to me is like Kawhi Leonard. Are you okay with the moves?
I guess so. Because I mean, the way that it is now is if you're not okay with the moves that your GM and ownership is making with these organizations, you're out of there.
Or you're
Yeah,
requesting a trade or asking for things like and let me say this, okay? And I'm just speaking on Zubac and his contribution and the stuff that he does on the floor.
yeah,
As a fan, you like, man, damn, I'm not feeling the trade. Like, solid player, not even really tapping your pockets as far as the contract and the way it's structured goes. Like, just one of those guys. The fans loved him. Just, you know,
yeah.
definitely gonna do his thing for Indiana. The Pacers got a good pickup.
Yes, they did.
If you're looking at what they got in return and you're saying, okay, the Clippers are doing this because they're trying to just nuke the organization like E Bracket Productions said. I mean, L Bracket Productions said earlier, they just trying to rip it up. Ooh, bless you.
Thank you.
And just start anew, rebuild. Then okay, because what they got in return for Zubac was 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick, and also I think Benedict Mathurin came over from the Pacers.
Oh, okay.
And I think there was another guard that a guard or a forward came over as well. Um, so it's not Isaiah Jackson came over.
Okay.
So it's not like it just is complete like donut, nothing in return. It's a lot that they're getting in
It's
return.
not fruitless.
No, I mean 2 first round picks, it's just a matter of how you use them. But if you're speaking of first round picks,
I like that. I like Benedict Mathurin coming.
okay, that's all
Yeah,
right. You could,
I did like
and
that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Shout out to Sleeves in the building. He said the Clippers have given up this season. That is exactly what we're saying. That's exactly what we're talking about. Hey, L Bracket, before you got on, I said this to KP. I said, if you doing all of this, trade Kawhi Leonard. Like, why are you holding on to Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi
There's no point.
has taken a blood oath.
It's
with
something.
the Clippers.
It's something.
A blood oath.
Hey,
He's
listen,
a
man.
part of the brotherhood now. He's untouchable.
Hey, it's something. He got the Leonard files.
Allegedly.
Yes, he must have the Leonard files. When those get exposed, how many stars and NBA owners' names will be mentioned in it?
I do like Benedict Mathurin though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, that's all good. I'm not saying that he's not a cool player. What I'm saying is, look, hey, Slee said what you said.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Sleeves. He knows where the bodies are, man. All of them.
Oh shit.
And he didn't do any of it. he he stood around watching, made sure he wasn't in the camera, and made sure his fingerprints aren't on anything.
Hey, man.
I need to look out. And
Hey, I'm saying, look, they got the Epstein files. It must be the Leonard files or something. I'm telling you, it's something. Um, Otherwise, it's just like move on. There's no point, right? Um, Next year, Alf sucks at mock drafts. Next year, there Indiana will be back in the mix, and I just got to see how Halliburton is on his return.
I'm not throwing Kobe Brown in there though. I'm sorry.
Hey, Kobe Brown, when he did get a chance, it looked like he could be one of those guys who gets in scrappy, stuff like that. So he may fit in with them. It's just he didn't get the opportunity to play like that with the Clippers.
He just I'm just looking like it. I think he's gonna be too far down their depth chart.
Let's see, let's
That's just
see.
my thought.
As a Laker fan, I would have preferred a big because two of the same guards and one being hurt all the time is not healthy for the offense that they're running. Um, and are you speaking of the Lakers transaction or the Clippers?
He's speaking of the Lakers. Oh,
Because
never mind. Okay, I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying now.
yeah, because
Yeah.
even with that, I was thinking, and we can clear that up in a minute. But that reminded me of a point I wanted to make about uh, bringing over Garland.
Yeah.
He ain't healthy right now, and he's dealt with some durability issues, right? So if you're looking at him and Kawhi Leonard in durability issues, what happens when you run into a point where neither one of them are playing because they are dealing with injuries?
Now you got Benedict Mathurin happy that he gets to take 35 shots.
Yeah, yeah. It just it ain't a good look to me for the
You
for
play
the
that Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Shots, 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 shots. Let that thing go.
Garland got game, man. Don't I'm not saying that he ain't nice. Like he has game. It's just he has to be healthy.
Yeah, because he wasn't healthy last year. Like
Nope.
his
And it's his toes or his feet, whatever it is. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, whatever he dealing with.
they got that toe like I'm gonna get you, sucker. Like,
Hey, yep. Shit throbbing.
damn,
Gotta get that shit together.
damn.
But you got Bradley Beal coming back next year, who
Oh
people
yeah,
seem
yeah,
to have lost all hope in.
yeah.
Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Benedict Mathurin, Derrick Jones, who's hurt. I don't know if he'll be returning. I don't know how his contract looks. Darius Garland, Bogdanovich, I mean, Brooke
Chris
Lopez. Uh, I
just didn't
mean,
want to mention him,
I
but
like Collins. I
just
like I like Collins, John. And you know
that's a
what?
bright spot. That's a bright spot.
You know
Collins.
what? You know who's another bright spot? A young player. I mentioned Ty Washington earlier, but Jordan Miller out of Miami.
Uh-huh.
I think he has potential, man. He has potential. Maybe now we'll see. I did see that he got 30 minutes the other game, so maybe he'll play more and you'll get to really see what kind of production he'll give you. But I mean, we talked enough about the Clippers, man. I'm just not even feeling the whole thing. Uh Pablo Torre, what's going on with that aspiration investigation, man? Shit.
Man. So the trade that got me, man, was the Anthony Davis trade. Like my
Man,
man lasted 1 year, and they're like, we got to get the stitch of this shit out of here.
listen. Do you remember when Anthony Davis was going to the Lakers
Yeah,
when they were picking him up? And the talk I was having with you was, man, Anthony Davis has the potential to become the next guy who takes over the league.
The reins, yeah, he was
And
supposed to take over the
I
reins,
I
and
believe that's why LeBron went after him to bring him on to the Lakers squad, because that was, I don't think it was just LeBron thinking that or us thinking that. I think the league thought that about Anthony, a healthy Anthony Davis is a problem. And it was, sometimes you can't tell if it's a health thing or somebody just not wanting to be somewhere. So I think the sentiment was also like maybe he just don't want to be in New Orleans.
it looked like a little of both,
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Okay.
and no disrespect to Anthony Davis, but sometimes it looked like if I could get today off the job, I'm gonna take today
And
off.
you're saying when he was in New Orleans.
Oh no, I was talking about when he was with the Lakers.
Okay, so I no, my
Oh
point was in New Orleans, you couldn't, it would be harder to tell because it would be, man, is it just that he doesn't want to be here?
no, he
So
looked
that's
hungry.
why
Boy.
he.
No, he looked hungry, especially when there was a resurgence when DeMarcus Cousins came over. Then it was like, oh yeah, that like you wondered how it was gonna work at first, and then you see him playing, you like this. That's a problem,
Yeah.
and it just unfortunately, DeMarcus Cousins got hurt, and it just kind of changed everything.
Yeah, Cousins
So
was nice.
but it's like Anthony Davis in the spot of the 4, that's to me, that's his sweet spot. When you got him playing the 4 spot,
Mhm.
because he doesn't have to bang as much, but if he decides to go down there, he is a matchup problem
Yeah.
and becomes a bully at that 4 spot.
And there were some stretches with the Lakers where he decided to go down there.
It was yeah,
But
absolutely.
but now what I'm saying is it's become that is an afterthought. Like thinking of him like he's going to be dominant, taking over, like that's not really what people think. The first thing that they talk about when it comes to Anthony Davis is durability and injuries, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, maybe Dallas thought the same thing, that for sure they moved on from that.
That ain't what they thought.
Well,
Oh,
I'm saying what they traded him, so they must have thought something.
I think it was a couple things though. If anyone tapped into our last week's episode, one of the things I was talking about was the young players in development and getting those older veterans out of the way so that it doesn't it doesn't stifle the development of the young guys. So
Okay.
that so you have a Cooper Flag that's in Dallas. Um,
But he's not Anthony Davis ain't.
no, I know, but I'm saying, but getting Anthony Davis out the way, getting Jaden Hardy out the way, getting D'Angelo Russell out the way. These are all guys that can score the basketball and want to score the basketball and may not want to assume another role to allow Cooper Flag to score the basketball, handle the basketball, make decisions, play through the good, play through the bad, all those things. So getting them out of there just helps him play through mistakes, plays through the good, play through the bad.
You don't think he was doing that anyway?
He was, but I'm saying behind the scenes, it was probably a lot of murmuring and complaining.
From who?
Was
Anthony Davis?
no, from a D'Angelo Russell,
Who cares?
from a Jaden Hardy, and it's like, you know what? I don't even want this to.
You think D'Angelo Russell was tripping at this point in his career where he's getting paid?
No, I think he only got paid like 5 million this year. He wasn't getting paid that much. He didn't
He's
take.
getting money, is what
Yeah,
I'm saying. He's getting money. You said only 5 million. He's not really playing. And he's still getting
yeah.
paid.
When it was at first, it was initially he was thought to be the transitional guard for this year until they got Kyrie back. That was what it was thought to be when we went over there and they paid him the 5 million, so it looked like it was a steal.
Yeah,
But
but
it,
my question to you is, do you think D'Angelo Russell is murmuring and he's got murmurs and he's angry about Cooper Flag playing and he's not?
I would think so. Yes, especially if you this time last year you were a starter for the Lakers. You were a starter, and then you got traded to. I think he got traded to Brooklyn. But he's 1 year removed from being a starter on a Lakers squad where he was, still putting up points and putting up numbers. So
And
it's
they
not like
got
he can't do it anymore.
him out of there
They did,
and sent him to Brooklyn.
but I don't think that. I mean, but you're asking. I still think he may have that ego. Like, man, I can still get busy. I still got it. So absolutely, he's probably murmuring and complaining. Like,
But him feeling that way, I don't think he's a guy who would clash with Cooper Flag. Maybe if it was the initial onset, like Cooper Flag's playing the point guard. But he's not playing the PG. And then Anthony Davis is he's a different position. Bless you. I get what you're saying though. I'm not trying to argue down everything, every point and all that. So I get what you're saying. I think Cooper Flag was going to flourish anyway because he's the guy that they're trying to develop in the absence of Kyrie Irving. Then you would need to see how it goes with him and Kyrie Irving. Do
I
they
think,
play well together?
and I think Kyrie may be on his way out.
But he would be the one that I would think your argument would be stronger for, the one that you're trying to make for D'Angelo Russell. I think it would be stronger for Kyrie Irving, where if he comes back and there's some kind of strain or whatever between what he's trying to do with the team and the plans for Cooper Flag, then I'm like, okay, well, and you may be right. Maybe Kawhi Leonard, maybe Kyrie Irving would be on his way out.
So one thing with this trade, right? The Dallas Mavericks, you got Chris Middleton.
And
That he's like the headline. You got some young guys. Matter of fact, I'll just say him. Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley III. You got a 2026 first round pick from OKC. You got a 2030 first round pick from Golden State, and you got three future second round picks from Washington.
mm,
So when I look at this and I'm looking at Dallas, okay, now Dallas has an additional first round pick, right? So these were the theories I started thinking about. Dallas is going to be a lottery team. A lottery team. Let's say that they don't get the first pick,
mm-hmm.
they get the second pick. Do they go Darren Peterson? If Darren Peterson's still on the board at
Yes.
number. So no, I'm just saying. So now you potentially have a Cooper Flag, and you got a Darren Peterson.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
And then you've got a later pick in the first round as well.
Well, and just to back up a little bit before we go too far away from it, if we're talking about the draft,
Yeah.
And El Bracket Productions said the eye injury changed him. I think you were talking about Anthony Davis. Could be the case, man. Something did. But the draft, who else didn't really make any moves, but was probably sitting watching the countdown to the deadline like it was a NCAA selection show?
Memphis or Milwaukee?
Nope.
Oh, neither one. Oh,
OKC.
they made a move. They made a couple moves.
No. OKC may be in that sweepstakes for some of those top players that you're mentioning,
Yeah.
Darren Peterson and
Yes.
those other guys,
Yes. They got
because the Clippers are going to stink.
Yeah.
And now maybe up in the top 5.
Yes. Which is crazy.
And it's an unprotected pick. Meaning it's not even like, when you have protected picks, it could be like if it's between 1 and 5, we keep our pick.
Yeah.
It's unprotected, dog. So wherever they land, it belongs to OKC.
Yeah, that shit is gone.
And that is a part of the Paul George trade. When they gave OKC their MVP and player who led them to a championship, brought over Paul George and then gave away the picks and all that other stuff. So just wanted to mention that again. When you said something about the draft and Darren Peterson, that reminded me about that.
Man, so we're talking about picks, right? So I miss Woj, man.
Oh God.
Like we got we got Shams, and I saw something on Twitter that said Shams just reports the news. He's not even the insider.
Yeah,
Like
man. Yeah, it's
yes.
it's seeming that way. It just ain't the same as Woj, right?
Yeah,
It's like he's giving you part of the details. I don't know if you saw him on ESPN, but he's giving part of the details, and he's like, and they're getting some other things back in return. I'm still trying to figure out man. Get the details, man.
yeah. You had time to prep before you went on the
Right.
show.
Figure
Like,
out the deets,
they
homie.
was, oh, they threw you the questions before you went on there.
Right. Right.
My
So
man still didn't have an answer.
no, he didn't. But
Oh man.
but before we move on from the AD trade, he will be there with Trae Young.
Yeah.
And this is a next year thing, because it ain't nothing happening with them this year. You really need to judge them on how that team looks next year.
I so I asked you, what do you have to say or do to the front office to get traded to certain franchises? Like franchises like Washington and franchises like Utah. I always feel like you had to piss somebody off. When they're like, man, I'm sending your ass to Washington.
Well, I mean, Trae Young, they said Washington was on his list as a preferred
A- And I told you,
destination.
I think Trey Young was being funny. Trey Young is like, I don't want to tell you where I really want to go because you're not going to send me there. So I'm just going to say Washington, and I give you two other ones. And they were like, oh, okay, yeah, you want to go to Washington? And sent his ass to Washington. He's like, God
Okay.
damn it. I
Hey,
should have stayed Houston. Damn.
that could have been the case, but what it is there is you have uh it's like a no lose situation. They don't expect to win.
Yeah.
There's a few places that just don't expect to win right now. The Clippers have joined that party.
That group of New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Washington is definitely one of them. I think Brooklyn is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think you could throw what do you think about Utah right now?
Oh
I
no,
think
Utah's been in there for a while. Utah's
yeah.
been in there since Jerry Sloan left.
The crazy thing is I think Utah has the talent to actually compete, but they won't do it. It seems like the
They're
when you
turning the corner.
it seemed like the bulletin board they writing tank. They erase everything else, all the
You
X's and
know?
O's, and that tank stays at
You,
the top.
you think so?
I don't think they really want to win.
I think they're turning the corner with like some of the pieces they have in the emergence of Keontae George.
Keontae George is cool. I like Keontae George. We were talking about this the other day, but you were asking about marketing the other day when we were talking on the phone, and you said you think he may be on his way out.
I did, especially when they got Jaren Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
But as it stands, I'm saying they have the talent. George, marketing, Jared Jackson is in there now. Like I they can compete. The question is, will they?
It's Walker Kessler, right? Or yeah. Walker
Yeah.
Kessler.
He was the other big that we were talking about. Yeah. But Jaren Jackson, like That's another thing though. It's like you bring him over, but you have a marketing and you don't trade marketing or Kessler before the trade deadline. I mean, you want all three of them on the roster? That don't make sense.
All 3 of them and 2 of them shooting threes. Like, man,
Right.
stand out there and shoot them threes.
Right.
I don't go post up. Don't worry about posting up.
Yeah, you know what? I just think the plans fell through for a lot of people. They wanted to make a move, and once they got that one secure, they were like, if we do this, then we'll do that.
Yeah,
But the then we'll do that,
never
they
came.
weren't able to get it done before the deadline.
They looked up and the clock stuck 12. Like,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Put your pencils down. When the test is over, right?
Yeah, turn your face.
Everybody put your pencils
Face
down.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, shit's
Oh,
like you ever seen the show Chopped, the cooking show?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, shit's like
Yeah, when
Chopped.
they ran out of time and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shit be all sloppy, like,
yeah, like, looking at your plate like, "Oh, I'm gonna get chopped." Shit.
oh man, nah, for sure, for sure. But I'll say again, AD and Trey Young, you'll have to see what's going on with them next year.
AD is in Chocolate City,
Hey,
enjoying his self.
staying on the East, who
Uh,
I think, not enough people are talking about the Nikola Vucevic pickup.
that was sneaky.
That's a sneaky good pick,
That was sneaky. Yeah,
man.
that was
I
sneaky.
think I think you can argue for that being one of the better moves and best fits out of any of the moves that were made. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
can
yeah.
you think of another one? Because that one actually kind of stands out to me.
Um, yeah, because he went to Boston.
He went to Boston.
I wanna, I wanna look at the details of it. I wanna
Okay.
and then I
And I
can
and I'm speaking specifically on fit, playing right now, making an impact right now, and trying to contend.
and they're under the luxury tax.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's a good move, man. And
that's
it,
that's clever. Brad Stevens, I've said it before. Brad Stevens is a clever Mickey Ficky dog.
yeah,
He's
man.
a clever dude. Damn. Um,
Yeah. Um,
yes,
what you would have to look at really is what is Chicago doing?
nigga, they done turned into guard you. Like, what are we doing?
Man, remember we were looking at
Even Kobe. I knew Kobe White was out of there though.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But to Charlotte?
He's happy. But I'm gonna tell you why he's happy. He's happy because he's a North Carolina kid.
True, true. But you have him and LaMelo.
I think
You
they got another guard too, I wanna
you
say.
you like that?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I don't know. But I remember we were looking at Washington's roster saying they had a bunch of guys who were doing like the same
Same
type of thing. And
yeah.
now you got that same situation in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the Bulls are doing. Um, but yeah, and I know we kind of running out of time because we're not gonna do this long. I also think if we're talking about teams that just failed when it came to handling draft and not draft, but trades and all that this season. What the hell were the Sacramento Kings doing?
I like DeAndre Hunter going there.
That's the only move they made. You have Sabonis, who I think there was talk about him going to the Raptors, right? I believe they were talking about a potential trade with Sabonis going to the Raptors. So you don't make that happen. You
Yeah.
have DeMar DeRozan,
withering away.
Like, free DeMar DeRozan,
Yeah,
man.
just
And I believe DeRozan is still under contract through 2027, but it's something weird with his deal to where the last year isn't fully guaranteed. So it's like the last year he would have to do certain things in this season.
uh-huh.
Like they have to make it to the finals and he has to be an all-star, like check marks like that, like benchmarks like that. And then like his salary would be fully guaranteed. I think only
Yeah,
like 10 million or something like that is
that is
guaranteed.
yeah, that is true. It's 10,000,000.
Okay. Okay. So you looking at it right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I
three
saw it. I was like, what?
3-year, $76 million sign and trade contract. Um, the deal is fully guaranteed for the first 2 years, with the 3rd year of the 2026-2027 season partially guaranteed at 10,000,000. So, yeah, that is correct. And it says, let's see, the 10,000,000 guaranteed for the 2026-2027 season can increase to 12 to 14,000,000 with an all-star appearance in 2025 or 2026, and
Hmm.
becomes fully guaranteed if the Kings make the finals in 2025 or 2026 while he plays 60 plus games. He
Man,
ain't getting that money.
get out of there, man.
He ain't getting that. He ain't
Buyout.
money.
Buyout.
But you still got Zachary.
Yeah.
Well, the nigga Zach now. He's Zachary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That's I was gonna mention Levine too.
you got Westbrook over there. Like, you got some players and some pieces,
But you not
and you got the young guy.
but but they aren't playing well together.
They're not.
They ain't winning games.
Not. Is it
Like this is over. Like right now, they should be doing what the Clippers were doing. Just
offload?
unload it. Yeah, just get off of all why are you holding on?
Well, Westbrook's contract is very friendly, so that's nothing to. We gonna hold on.
I'm talking about Sabonis, Levine, and DeRozan.
They still got Malik Monk over there, right?
I've been saying free Malik Monk.
You got Malik Monk, man. Yeah,
Free Malik Monk.
yeah.
Like,
Gosh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I'm talking about what did the Kings do?
They bought in another wing, but that's the Scantron test. Put your pencils down.
Put your pencils down.
Yeah, they
Listen, I don't care what they bring. Bring in a wing, bring in chicken wings, wing stop, whatever you want to do. They needed to make trades and move off of some of the things that they have right now. Like, it's just not a good look. And DeRozan, I really wanted DeRozan to go to the Clippers.
I remember that.
I did, but it's him and Kawhi Leonard operating kind of the same type of area,
Out of that mid post.
right? So I don't know how that would work. But even the Lakers, man, the Lakers could use DeRozan. But now that you have Luka, I don't know if it's
It's not gonna work.
a good look.
No.
Like, I don't know what Sacramento's doing, but they didn't make any type of moves.
They was filling out the test, bubbling in that last square in the ink. The pencil jam where it turns sideways. You like,
Yeah.
yeah, they went to sharpen
You
their
gotta
pencil.
go to you gotta go to the sharpener,
Yeah,
like
had to go back. Yeah, had to go
gotta go to the sharpener, but it's eating up the pencil instead of sharpening it, so it's taking longer.
It's not even the electric wood. It's the hand wood, the hand joint.
Hey, listen, the East Side, the team on the East, that's the version of the Kings
Yeah.
that didn't do nothing either. Very side team on the East Side, Eastern Conference. Who would you say? Nope,
Oh,
not Milwaukee. Think.
Miami?
Miami. What are you doing, Miami Heat? I'm sure their fans are like, this is grade A bullshit. Like, what are they doing? What happened to the Heat culture? Like, what's going on in Miami?
Man, they waiting for Pat Riley to go on and wither away. My man Pat,
Hey man,
his shit's still slick. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
yo.
It's just silver. That nigga's gonna be around forever, like Montgomery Burns.
Dwayne Wade is not walking through that door.
Man, what's his name? And what's his name? Eric Spoelstra is his Smithers. So
Hey, they'll be a play-in team, man. They'll be a play-in team, and it'll be the same type of situation they've been dealing with over the past, the post Jimmy Butler era.
yeah,
Just a play-in team, and it's like, are you cool with that? No, really, I'm asking.
we're top 10, baby.
if that's the goal, if being a play-in team, like we still playing after regular season, like if okay,
for that
if
one
you
game.
okay with just having a shot, like
Wait, is it the
cool.
one? Are they getting one game or are they getting two?
Hey man, right now I think they're in the 8th seed or something like that.
Oh, so
So
they're getting two.
okay,
No, that gets them two.
that's if they hold on.
Okay.
Hold on to your love. They gotta hold on. They gotta hold on, man. If they don't, it's a wrap.
I
And
was dog. I was disappointed in all of the hype and the
oh,
buildup
I
with
already know what you're about to say.
Giannis
Yeah.
and with Ja Morant,
Yes.
and
I'm so over that.
like nothing happening.
Why don't you just trade them for each other at this point? Like that's what they should have done. They should have looked around and like, oh fuck, you guys want Morant, Morant for Giannis. The,
and 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 I remember we were talking about the Jaren Jackson trade because Memphis got 2 first round picks from Utah. I believe it was 2 first round picks. And you were like, man, well, what is Ja Morant gonna command? And it seemed like Memphis was probably thinking the same thing, like, oh man, we got 2 first round picks for Jaren Jackson. We gonna get way more.
and they
Ja Morant, and
found out.
you overplayed your hand
They fucked around and found out.
and realized, yeah, like, nah, we're not
And
stopping.
you said that when we were talking about it.
I did.
You said, I don't know, man. I don't think the market is like that for him.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing is, earlier on ESPN when they were doing the countdown, the trade deadline watch,
yeah.
they were saying that people were like, you got to give us Morant and a pick
Oh
if
God.
you want us to take him and his contract and all of that on. Like, yeah. I
Damn.
was like, it's crazy where you talking about somebody who, man, 5 years ago, we saying could be face of the league.
Yeah. To
And
now.
now nobody is even like, you can't find a willing trading partner to work out a deal. Like that situation is overcooked. Like
It is.
it's time to move on.
It
And
is.
I think he'll play well wherever he goes. Like I think a new start would help him and he'll play well, but
That's the best thing about narratives, man. Narratives aren't always true, and they could really make or break a player and mess with them financially. So it's like you got this situation with John Morant now, based on a narrative that's being put out there, where he wants to be out of Memphis, and there are no suitors to get him out of Memphis.
yeah.
You're talking about a top 5 guard. You talking about a
Right.
top 10 player.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
oh,
yes, yes.
yeah. I was disappointed, man. LeBron didn't waive his no trade clause.
Man, and remember I said I was telling you that the no trade clause is done, it's
Yeah,
dead and all that stuff. What's happening is you get these de facto no trade clauses, which is a player with a player option. So if that last year is a player option, it kind of works in that same fashion. Like, I'm gonna exercise my player option and pick up this astronomical number that nobody else would really pay me right
50
now,
million.
but it was already negotiated, so y'all stuck with
Yeah.
it. So um, but man, yeah, I think that it was definitely overhyped with Giannis and with Ja Morant. Overhyped, overplayed, ran in the ground, all that stuff. It's like, who cares? Like, I don't even want to hear about it. I if and Shams, you talking about uh every single move that Giannis is making. Giannis scratched the left side of his nose, so that indicates he may want to stay in Milwaukee. Now he's scratching the right. I think he wants to be traded again. Like, man, just let the shit develop. If something happened, let me know. Like, otherwise, I ain't trying to hear all of that bullshit that they were reporting and the same shit about Morant. Like, we know they want to trade him. Just figure it out.
On another one too. Shout out to Jonathan Kaminga. He is finally out of jail.
Got to short up on that, man. Yep.
Finally out of jail, and we get to see what he does in Atlanta with Jalen Johnson. I think that's
Listen,
going to be kind of exciting to see.
listen to me. Man, I
I
agree.
I think that could be exciting, man.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
Remember I told you about the Hawks before they even made the Trae Young trade. I was talking about them like, man, they look like a scrappy team. They're young.
yeah.
They kind of got that Indiana Pacers vibe. And I said, I'm not gonna go that far to put them in that class yet because they haven't proven that's where they belong. But man, it looked like they cooking something up over there. And now you got Kaminga in the mix too. If he is anything like what everyone thinks he is, that's a good pickup.
That's an excellent pickup.
Yes. Yes.
Now I'm looking at Atlanta like,
They're gonna be a
yeah,
problem.
but damn, 2 years ago you went Zachary Richache.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, listen, they're in the play-in position though. They're right behind Miami. So they're gonna be in the mix of being able to get a play. And listen, let's say they stay around that area and end up getting a chance, and they could be a dangerous team.
Yeah,
A hyped up young team. You talking about players who and it's crazy to say because now you got 26, 27-year-olds in college and stuff like that. But you talking about like college age type teams.
I think Kaminga's like 24.
23.
Oh, he's 23. Yeah,
23.
yeah.
What is it? What is
Or
Jalen
24 this summer.
and Jalen Johnson? What is it like
He might be 24,
20?
25.
Okay. I mean, you got a young group of players that are developing, into some solid talent. Kaminga, you were talking about development being stifled. That's exactly what happened to him in Golden State,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Good. Goodness gracious. But now you'll see if it's, if he is in fact who we think he is.
Oh, absolutely. And you've Golden State just got older. You got Kristaps Porzingis and Al
I'm not
Horford.
mad at it.
You got the Boston Celtics front line.
I'm not mad at the
You got
Porzingis
Tatum.
pickup though.
You got
That's funny as shit though. I'm not mad at the Porzingis pickup though.
yeah. That's that old AAU shit, man. Back in the day where you beat the team, blow them out, then take their player. Like,
Hey.
So the Warriors beat the Celtics in the finals a
Mhm.
few years ago. It turned around and yeah, we gonna take 2/3 of your
Hey.
start line.
Hey, Porzingis is a good fit for them though. Porzingis is a good fit for Golden State. Um, they just, as you said, they've just gotten older though.
That's why I'm looking at it like the critic. It stinks.
But you know, Buddy Hield went too
Yeah.
to Atlanta.
Yeah, with Atlanta, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't like it, huh?
It stinks, man. It stinks.
Yeah, they need more. Like I say, I'm not looking at it like a big splash. I'm not looking at it like it puts them back into championship contention. It's a sneaky good move if Porzingis is healthy.
If. Yeah,
Mm,
if.
no.
And
Um.
if Horford doesn't age in the next 2 days,
Wow.
because Horford is slowing down, man.
Yeah. Wow. Um. So I mean, we've gone over the major ones. You know, you had Davis to the Wizards, Harden for Garland, Harden to the Cavs, Garland to the Clippers, Jaren Jackson Jr. From the Grizzlies to the Jazz, Kobe White to the Hornets. We mentioned that. Pacers get Zubac. We talked about that. The Bulls with sending Vucevic to the Celtics, which I think is probably
Clever. That's
the
clever.
best. Like that's probably one of the best pickups, if not the best pickup to me.
That
Um,
you remember the Dave Chappelle skit when you were the racial draft?
yes.
That's the so
Yes.
the Vucevic pickup is the Asians choosing the Wu Tang Clan.
Mm-hmm.
That when they got everybody and the Asians came up. That's the Vucevic pick right there
Yeah. You stupid.
because he's going to help them this year
yes.
and next year.
Yes, it's a great pickup, man. It's a great pickup.
Luxury taxes, no more.
Um, the Raptors got Trace Jackson Davis.
They said, "Hey man," they said, as soon as Chris Paul show up to the Raptors, Brandon Ingram gonna be in there like,
Chris Paul. No, they listen. They said Chris Paul don't. They didn't even expect Chris Paul to show up. They didn't require him to show up out there. I don't. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna play with them?
no,
Okay, so is it just gonna be a buyout and then he gets to decide where he goes to
he's
finish his career?
he's done.
You don't think he's playing at all?
Nah, he's done.
Okay,
Nah.
all right.
I,
It's crazy. It's crazy that the Clippers still had the rights to his contract and all that stuff and just kind of held on to it and
paid,
used him in the trade. Like,
paid him not to show up.
yeah, it's
We'll pay you not to show up.
yeah. I mean, and that was a 3-team deal,
Yeah,
right? Toronto got Chris Paul, um, and Brooklyn got a 2032 second round pick. And who was this? Agbaji or whatever? I don't know.
uh,
And Marinkovic to the Nets. These are just players I don't even know. I don't even know about these guys. Like what?
they,
Like
they,
you got
they just sitting contractual rights.
right? Like
Can't even report it.
what?
So just throw his ass in the trade.
like he hasn't been on the roster since 2022. Just put his name down
He
there.
never, he never came over here. It was his visa and COVID and the visa and the vaccine. Yeah,
right,
yeah. Like, says here he was supposed to be here in 2022. Yeah, get him out of here.
man. So I man, you really don't think that he's playing?
Nah, man, and I mean, I don't think he should, man, because he came back to the Clippers, and this was really supposed to be like the farewell. Like, okay, you're back with your old teammate in James Harden. You
Hmm.
guys have played together in the backcourt. You're obviously backing him up. You're later in your career at this point, but you're still a solid number 2 guy. You're still gonna develop the young guys,
Mhm.
and it just didn't work with him in front office and everything else. So instead of it being the farewell tour, it became the minutes restricted tour, and it was like, hey, man, it was like, man, my niggas been in the
The minutes restricted tour
and
is wild.
it was, man, and it was like you looked up and it's like, damn,
Oh, shit.
now they're paying you not to show up.
The
They've
minutes
got your
restricted tour.
they've got your rights. I'm seeing Chris Paul at more high school games
Wow.
than Clipper games at
Yeah.
this point on a farewell tour when it's your last year. It's like, man, and this is, you know, his jersey should be retired with the Clippers.
It should, and
And
listen,
to
no
do somebody
disrespect.
like to do him like that and then
Right,
send him to Toronto, and Toronto saying, "I don't expect him to report."
right. And
Yeah,
for these guys that, and no, I'm not shitting on them, but I don't know who Okai Agbaji is. I'm not familiar with his game. Um,
that's because he ain't came to the US yet.
I think he played for I think he was playing for the Raptors, so he been playing in some of the games.
Okay. Hey man, one of them guys that you mentioned, he might try to go to college next year. I don't
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. It says he's averaging 4.3 points and 2.3 rebounds per game.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, you getting in the game and you putting the ball in the basket multiple times every single game.
Yeah. But nah. Yeah.
That's more than
Damn,
I've
Chris
done.
Paul. Hey, your squad got Luke Kennard.
Yeah, we want shooting, man. We want shooting, and we trying to.
Luke Kennard is just another version of Austin Reeves.
He shoots better when he put
It's
the
like a
ball on the ground like that.
okay.
I mean, we listen, man. We trying to gentrify, man. We
Oh, okay.
gentrify the Lakers,
Is that
man.
what it is?
Yeah, man. We gotta get some white faces in there, man.
Okay. Well,
We gotta put
shout out to the Lakers and Kennard.
some more.
Wasn't he was with the Clippers for a minute?
Yeah, he
So
was.
he probably got a crib out here or
Got a hole or two
Steve's
out
out here. Right. Somebody out here he can move in
called
with
him up as soon
for
as
a season.
he sent that text like, "Wait a minute, oh man, yeah,
Oh, I'll be back.
absolutely."
Oh man. Um man, I had said something about Eric Gordon the other day, like shit. Oh, Jared McCain.
Oh, that was a good move. Okay.
I almost forgot about that one. Jared McCain. What do you think?
Oh, Jerry. Yeah, that was
What you
good.
think about that one?
I think it was a good move, man, because I like the upside of Jared McCain. Keeps OKC young,
Mhm.
and they develop their guys.
Yeah.
He's going to develop for them, and I think he's gonna be good. So I think what
Hmm.
happens is it's coming up on that probably year 3, year 4 with some of those guys, like damn, there's 2 guys, I can't think of their names. Let me look up their roster. But
Okay.
my point in saying that is that they have to make some decisions after this year as far as, who they're gonna retain and, who's gonna get paid, who's not gonna get paid. Um, so I'm thinking about Isaiah Joe.
Okay.
So you got Isaiah Joe that's making 12 million, and the other person I'm thinking about is Aaron Wiggins.
Okay.
You got Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins. I think one of those guys are out of there.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think you keep both of them, um, with bringing in Jared McCain and the emergence of AJ Mitchell,
Okay.
the second year player.
Can I take you back a little bit on some discussions back down memory
Absolutely.
lane? Back down memory lane.
Mm.
So remember we were watching Caleb Foster.
Stumbled on a photograph.
and Jared McCain.
Kind of made me laugh. Yes.
You remember that?
Wait, we talked about this. Is this is in this one in high
Remember, we were watching Jared McCain
this high school?
and Caleb Foster. I just said, you still talking about the photograph back down memory lane? I said in high school.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, I wanted to
In
make
high
sure
school.
in high school. Yeah, because they
Remember,
played.
we were talking about Jared McCain and Caleb Foster in high school.
Yes, I do remember.
And I told you, I think Caleb Foster is the better player.
Yes,
I said, I think he has more talent. He's more dynamic. All these things. We're going back and forth. And
and
you,
and he's bigger, 6'5".
and what you told me was, yeah, but I just think Jared McCain is more NBA ready.
Yeah,
Boy, were you right.
thank you.
What I will say though is I still think Caleb Foster may be the better player. And this is no shot at
More
McCain.
talented.
More talented, right?
Yeah,
Jared McCain won't be a superstar point guard or a star point guard
no,
in the roles in the teams that he has been a part of. He wasn't going to get it in Philadelphia. We talked about Maxey being there and being that guy, and Jared McCain being old reliable, the
yeah,
stabilizer for the second unit. I see the same thing happening for him in OKC. He'll have some great moments and all that stuff, but is he going to be like a star guard? What I said to you was with the 76ers, you won't really see what Jared McCain can be in terms of can he be a star until his rookie deal is up and you got to determine where he's going to go from there. If he were to land with a team that needs him to be the starter, then you would see.
no.
But now
It's back to what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, you're still in that position, but when you say the start of the second unit, I don't know, man, because AJ Mitchell is good.
I said, oh, reliable.
Oh, okay.
Like you expect the transition from him and the starting point guard. You know, I mean, from the starting point guard to him, you expect him to be able to just keep it going,
the slack,
keep
yeah.
the party going,
Yeah.
right? Like nothing, we don't expect you to be SGA, but we do expect like you to facilitate and you know things to run smoothly. Old reliable.
And
We
I
expect
said,
you to be
when I
reliable.
said pick up the slack, and I didn't mean pick up the slack. I mean that there's no drop off.
Well, there's a drop off when you're coming from
That you keep
SGA.
true. In my head, I'm thinking I'm looking at SGA as a 2, but
He
he
handles
is
the
yeah,
he
he is
handles the ball.
technically he is technically the one. But yeah, I like that Jeremy Kane pickup. And I think if it's Isaiah Joe or I gotta look and remember the guy's name because I done forgot his doggone name. Aaron Wiggins.
Oh shit.
Or look, it may even be Case and Wallace. It's one of those three. It may be two of those three.
Listen, that one of them's getting traded, if not a couple of them are getting traded because you're gonna have to make if you don't, and I don't see them not using the pick, but if you don't use the draft pick and you trade it, what are you trading it for? Like more draft picks down the line or other play? Like who would you trade?
I want a 27 and a 28 first.
No, they would do that, right? If you're giving it up, but if you're gonna use it and you're going after like a Darren Peterson or somebody like that, like somebody got to get up out of there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what a situation, what a dilemma to have.
Rich people problems.
Right.
Damn, Sam. Sam, I am.
Nah, but You like Schroeder with the Cavs? Because that's another backup point guard.
That's the part where, yeah, it's tricky to me. Like I know that they ended up getting rid of Lonzo Ball,
Mm-hmm.
but I
He,
was
he's with the Jazz now.
they're expected to waive him though. He's expected to get waived
And then where will he go?
to the Lakers.
You think so?
Yeah. Or to the Clippers. Nah, the Clippers.
Clippers have a bunch of young guards right now. That's the a point guard is what they don't need.
Shit. Boston.
Mm,
um
okay. What you think about Alvarado to the Knicks?
it doesn't move me one way or another. I hate to sound like that, man, but it
Okay.
doesn't necessarily move the needle.
You already know he's gonna fit right in though, with the pesky defensiveness and the scrappiness, and
Does he get time? Like, I mean,
when he does,
yeah, they you got. I mean, Deuce Deuce McBride's still there, right?
but he has to have surgery,
Oh, okay.
and I think that was the reason why they
They made that trade.
moved to get him.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's dealing with some injury, I believe.
That makes sense.
But
And,
you got Miles. Miles. I was about to talk about Deuce McBride. You got Jordan Clarkson. He's still over there.
yeah, is Shamit still there, or is he out?
He is there.
Yeah,
Also a former Clipper.
yeah. Landry Shamit.
I don't.
What?
The Knicks just ain't it to me.
Not moving. Yeah, yeah. So for me, it doesn't move the needle. But I mean, I remember episodes ago we talked about Jeremiah Fears in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the point guard situation with McCollum and some of the guys before McCollum got traded.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about these things, and I believe I mentioned something like Alvarado. It didn't get no playing. He ain't gonna get no playing time, especially when your boy comes back, the guy from Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
to his Achilles, Dejounte Murray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it seemed like he was already on the outs. So, a fresh start with the Knicks, that's good for him because New Orleans is in that category of teams that you mentioned of going nowhere fast.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
Since we talking about the Knicks, so Mitchell Robinson was drafted in that 2018 draft, and a couple of players that we talked about already, like Jaren Jackson.
Uh-huh.
He was in that same draft. I think Trae Young was in it too. I think Mitchell Robinson is the only one who's still with his original team from that year.
Oh, wow.
So all the other guys who were drafted in that first round have been traded.
Wow.
Or are not with their original team by some shape, form, or fashion.
Wow.
I'm pulling it up, so I'll be able to tell you. DeAndre Ayton is the first one, first overall in that draft. So he's with the Suns now. Marvin Bagley the third went second. He's bounced around a little bit.
He got drafted by Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, number 3.
Yeah.
He ain't in Dallas no more. Jaren Jackson.
Wait, he's not with the Hawks.
Right. He got drafted by the Hawks. So he ain't with the Hawks. He ain't with Dallas. He with the Lakers now. So he technically on his third team, right? Trae Young. He ain't with Dallas no more. He ain't with the Hawks. And now he's in Washington. Mo Bamba. Wendell Carter. He was with the Bulls.
Yeah.
He's in Orlando now. Colin Sexton then bounced around. Kevin Knox. Is he still playing? Is he in the league?
I don't even think he's in the league anymore.
Mikal Bridges. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander,
Wow.
Miles Bridges.
Wow.
Like, I
Wow.
mean, listen, man. Your boy, Michael Porter Jr.
Wow.
I mean, I can keep going. DiVincenzo,
Wow.
Lonnie Walker,
It's a pretty good draft.
Kevin Huerter.
This is a pretty good draft.
Yeah, and I'm not even naming everybody.
Yeah.
Anthony Simons, he just got traded.
Again, because it was with
Again,
because with Boston. Yeah.
you asked about Landry Shamet, he was in this draft.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, man, that's crazy. But yeah, man,
The only Landry we respect in New York is Fields.
oh my
I'm just playing. You remember Landry Fields
Yeah.
had like one good season, and Spike Lee was wearing the number 6. Man, ever since Spike put that jersey, Landry wasn't the same after Spike put the number 6 on.
All right, man. Well, shoot. Anything else you got for the people before we wrap it on up?
Nah, man. Shout out to LeBron, man. Making it to the All-Star, man. You got in there, man. Can't hold a good dude down, man. So shout out to LeBron, man. That's all I got, G. That's all I got, G.
Yeah, shout out to him.
In the words of Q from the movie Juice. That's all I got, G.
All right. Well, shout out to your boy. All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Hey, we will be for those of y'all who rock with the Two Peas in a Bong podcast, we'll be on there, I believe, tonight as well. So appreciate y'all running the wing with us.
Absolutely. We out.
We out.